This is my weather Teak patio furniture, and in the past I usually just clean it quickly with some water and soap, then applied a fresh coat of oil with pretty good results. But while scrolling online, I noticed that a company known for car cleaning products had released a deck cleaning soap. And that sparked an idea. Can you actually bring back the nice oiled look just by cleaning the furniture? Well, let's find out. So here's what we're using today. A soft scrubbing brush for the cleaning part. Some teak oil just in case things go horribly wrong. This linseed oil deck soap from Gördem RV as the cleaning fluid. Biltema's drill brush set just in case I get bored by the scrubbing, and of course safety glasses. Because as men we are obviously fantastic at protecting our eyes, right? Now this isn't just a regular cleaning soap. According to the company, it's designed to both clean and treat wooden surfaces. It's supposed to remove dirt, algae and other outdoor buildup while also adding natural oils back into the wood. And that's the part that really caught my attention. Because if this actually works the way they describe it, you could potentially clean and refresh teak furniture without needing a full re-oiling afterwards. For normal cleaning, they recommend mixing 3 deciliters of soap with 10 liters of water, scrubbing along the wood grain, rinsing the surface afterwards. There's also a second method where you use a much stronger mix and let it soak into the wood as a treatment instead of rinsing it off. But today we're starting with the regular cleaning method first. So let's mix this thing up and see what happens. So it's time to mix, and they say that you need 3 deciliters of soap and 10 liters of water. And this one is 1 liter, and here we have half of the bottle, so maybe somewhere here. So let's put the soap in the bucket. No! Or no, let's start with the water. So 10 liters of water, and this is a liter. That should be 10 liters. 3 deciliters. It's cleaning time. Let's start with the butt part first. Before using the soap, I'm just brushing off all the loose dirt and debris from the surface. Then it's finally time to start cleaning. I'll begin with a regular scrubbing brush before trying the drill brushes later on. And this is the result after about 3 minutes of scrubbing. And now it's time to try the drill brushes. You can clearly see that it's working better, but it's very messy. Time to rinse the dirt off. Now, I don't have a hose because I live in an apartment, so this measuring jug thingy will have to do the job instead. Then I continue with the backrest and the rest of the chair. Now the first chair is cleaned, and it already looks a lot better compared to the dirty one. but we probably won't see the final result until the chair has dried a bit more. The cleaning part was surprisingly simple, just scrub and rinse, not much more to it than that. I actually preferred the regular scrubbing brush over the fast drill brush method. The drill brushes made an absolute mess. My balcony now looks like a crime scene. But after 20 minutes later, I started noticing something wasn't quite right. As the chair started drying, large parts of the old oil finish were basically gone already. The surface became much brighter, and in some areas it almost looked lightly sanded instead of freshly cleaned. Maybe the appearance would improve once everything had fully dried, so I decided to leave the chair overnight before making any decision on how to move on with the project. So the next day the chair definitely didn't look any better. It was incredibly clean, no doubt about that, but the original oil finish was pretty much gone. And there's no way I'm leaving it looking like this. What the fuck? So let's bring this chair back to life with some fresh teak oil. First, a quick sanding. And for this I'm using one of these really soft and spongy sanding blocks. I think it's 320 grit. The soft foam backing actually makes it super useful for something like this, because it follows all the curves and contours of the chair really easily. And then it's time for the oil. I'm just applying it with a regular paintbrush. Nothing fancy really. This is simply the way I always done it, but if you got a better method, feel free to share it in the comments. I let the oil soak into the wood for a few minutes and then I tore up some old bed sheets to use for wiping off the excess oil. I tried to remove as much oil as possible before letting the chair dry. Now it's just a matter of waiting and seeing how the finish turns out. Okay. The soap mix had been sitting for about a day, and I was curious if that would make any difference when cleaning the rest of the outdoor furniture. So I gave it a go. But the result were pretty much the same, at least on the chair. The tabletop itself actually held up pretty well, but the side pieces around the tabletop were definitely looking more worn after the cleaning process. So I gave them the same treatment as the first chair. A light sanding, cleaning off all the sanding dust, finally a fresh coat of teak oil. I was definitely a little too heavy with the oil on the first chair, so this time I made sure to wipe off as much excess oil as possible afterwards. I think the finish turned out much better this time. Teak really doesn't like too much oil. And after all of that, here's the final result. The furniture actually turned out looking great. The teak oil brought back the deep, rich color and everything looks so much fresher now. Keep in mind, I haven't touched these in several years, so the old finish was already pretty worn out. But one interesting thing happened. The first chair ended up noticeably brighter than the second chair and the table. It could just be the natural variations in the wood, but it's also possible the cleaning process hit that one a bit differently. Speaking of the results, since the chairs turned out so different, I actually contacted the company behind the soap to find out what went wrong. And this is where things got even more confusing. Their website recommended 3 deciliters of soap per 10 liters of water, but in their email, they suddenly suggested a whole liter of soap for the same amount of water. That really surprised me, since you expect a stronger mix to clean even more aggressively. They also confirmed that the soap won't give you that dark finish that actual teak oil does, which definitely matches my result. So, was it worth it? Yeah, I think so. The soap did an amazing job cleaning off years of dirt, but the big takeaway here is the color. If your teak has older finish like mine, the soap alone won't cut it. You will need that second step of re-oiling to actually get the deeper wood color back. Oh, and one final warning. The smell of this stuff really sticks around. The bucket, the brushes, everything still smells. And it's all permanently moving down the basement now. But now I'm curious, how do you maintain your outdoor furniture? Do you oil it regularly or just ignore it until it looks questionable like I did? Let me know in the comments. By the way, we're currently at 395 subscribers. Oh wait, 396 subscribers. We're so close to 400. So if you enjoyed this and want to see more random projects and tool reviews, then hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.